Hi guys, it is day 5 of my fast. I weighed myself this morning. I was at 258, so it was a 3 pound drop overnight. I was excited about that. I did fine for the rest of the night yesterday. This morning I felt okay. I woke up a couple times during the night, so sleep still isn't great. But I'm able to get up super simple in the morning. I mean, it's no grogginess wanting to stay in bed or sleep in or anything like that. I've actually been waking up um, maybe 20 minutes before my alarm goes off, and I'm just able to get up and turn it off and go take a shower. So that's cool. Usually, when I wake up in the morning, I'm just super sluggish and don't ever want to get up, so it's kind of a nice change. Food hasn't, I haven't been hungry today necessarily, but I'm wanting food more and more. I told my sister about those delicious smelling lemon poppy seed muffins, and she's like, "Oh, I want to try one." And I was all, "Go for it," because we had 3 more. So she ate one and she said, "Yeah, those are tasty." And I was like, "Yeah, I can only imagine." And then I reheated some meatballs for my youngest today. His breath smelled like meatballs. I wanted to eat him. It was ridiculous. And I just reheated the last of them and the last of the mac and cheese for my eldest. And I don't usually even eat mac and cheese or anything like that, but I wanted it. So it's not necessarily a hunger thing today. It's just that feeling of it's been 5 days. I want to eat. So that's kind of difficult that I'm dealing with today. Especially since I'm trying to go for 7 days. I was thinking if I felt fine at 7, I would just continue on until my body was just like, all right, it's time to end the fast. Um, I think maybe mentally, since I was thinking 7 days, the closer I get to it, the more I'm just wanting to let myself off the hook, which is not. I mean, it's not helpful. If I'm still feeling fine, I should just continue with the fast. So It's been very difficult today not to try to think about food. I started feeling really anxious earlier today as well. I was sitting on the couch, wrapped in a blanket because when you fast, you freeze. You get cold, and my feet and my hands were cold, so I had a blanket on. I don't even know what I was watching. I can't remember, but I felt super anxious all of a sudden. My heart. I have this heart thing anyway. It's called PVC. It's like premature ventricular com- compressions. Anyway, it's usually, your upper chamber beats and then your lower chamber beats. Well, with PVCs, for whatever reason, the upper chamber doesn't beat, but the lower one does. It feels like you're having a heart attack, or what I can only imagine a heart attack feels like. And it's super uncomfortable. I had it a couple years ago, bad enough to the point where I had an ambulance called because I thought I was gonna die. Like, it was a bad time, but we were finally able to kind of figure out what was causing it. And apparently it's not life threatening. It just feels awful. Like it feels really weird. Like that the whole heart skips a beat thing, but not like, "Oh, I'm in love" feeling, like a holy crap, what just happened. That's not a good feeling. It it feels odd. Anyway, I haven't had that for a while, and I usually get it when I'm eating a ton of sugar or carbohydrate. It tends to trigger those more for whatever reason. But I had it today when I was just sitting there. And the scary thing is, it's usually just me and my youngest during the day. And I'm constantly thinking, okay, well, what's going to happen if I just pass out and die right here? He's little. Like, he's not going to know to get my phone and call 911. And I'm just going to die on the floor in front of him, and he'll have no idea why mommy's not waking up. These are the kind of dark thoughts that go through my head. So anyway, I jumped up immediately. I started walking around the room. My heart was pounding regularly, both chambers, or however many chambers, like up and down, whatever. It was beating normally again, although pretty quickly. It was freaking me out. So I did some research about getting anxiety while fasting, and I've had this experience before. Maybe 8 months ago, I got one of those DEXA scans, and it was day 5 when I got that done too. And as the woman was explaining the scan to me, it just I just got really dizzy, and like I could feel all the blood rushing out of my face, and I had to stand up, and I just had to start walking around, and I just felt really crappy. So I've experienced it before, and I don't know if it's just something about day 5, like when I'm thinking somewhere in the back of my head, "Oh, it's been 5 days, this is just weird," or if there's something physiologically that happens. But during my research, as you know, my Google search, if you want to call it research, there was a number of people who mentioned that their anxiety got worse when they were doing fasting as well. And someone mentioned magnesium, that if you get anxiety, that could be an indicator that your magnesium is low. And I've been taking the electrolyte water. So I've been doing magnesium in the water because it's just part of it. But I went ahead and took an extra pill on its own. I have this magnesium pill, so I took one of those. And I just stood in my living room, just kind of did light exercise by, moving my hands up and down and kind of just going back and forth. For whatever reason, that helps me when I'm feeling in an anxious state. That movement calms me down for whatever reason. So I did that, and I haven't felt that way since then, which is good. But I'm kind of constantly paranoid about that because if you've ever had a panic attack, I don't think I've ever had a full-blown panic attack, but if what I experience is anything close to it, it's a horrible feeling. So I'm all paranoid that I'm going to get those more and more over the course of my fast, and who knows if I actually will. There's no way to tell. I mean, you just kind of have to go with it. So it's been an okay day, but it's also been a day not without its issues. And I still have 2 more days to go. So all in all, I'm on day 5. I've lost 11 pounds, I think, over the course of 5 days, which is excellent. Getting very close. I think I've got, 4 more pounds before I've met my goal for that 15-pound challenge that was supposed to have started back in January, that I have till the end of March to do. So that's cool. No $25 fee for me. But I would like to continue on past the 7 days if possible. Just the allure of food, the scents and the smells. I don't know if I'm like a super taster or I'm just extremely addicted to food, but it's hard. I think about it all the time. All the food that I'm missing out on, all the food I could be eating. I was telling my sister, I wish I was one of those people who could just eat carbohydrates and I could, without really affecting your physiology, like you could eat just a ton of sugar and flour. She was saying she doesn't think there's too many people who can actually do that. And I agree for the most part. I mean, it's probably pretty minimal, but I still want to be one of them. I want to be able to eat all the muffins and all the donuts and all the pizza and all the fish food ice cream, the Ben & Jerry's fish food. That's my favorite. That's my go-to. It's wickedly delicious. Got marshmallow and caramel swirl in there. It's so good. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be one of those people who always sticks with low carb or always sticks with keto. I have a feeling I'm one of those people who just yo-yos a lot. I'll lose 30 pounds and then I'll be like, oh, I deserve a little treat, or oh, it's somebody's birthday, or oh, it's this holiday. It's pie day, even if it's made up crap holidays. It's an excuse to eat, and I fear I will always be one of those people. Even though I don't want to be, I still want to be able to enjoy life, I don't want it to be all just, I don't know, no desserts, no treats. So that's what I'm thinking. My mom, she's always saying, oh, just make, keto versions of it. Like she's got this nut crust that she makes for pies. And it was pretty good when I tasted hers. But I want to be able to eat the real thing too. And I know I don't do well in moderation. That's the thing with me. I can't just have, a little slice of this or just like a half a cup of ice cream or whatever this stupid serving size is. No, if I get a pint of ice cream, I'm going to eat the entire pint of ice cream. Or I'm going to eat most of the pint and then wait a few hours and then finish it off. Or eat most of the pint and then when I wake up the next day, I'm going to eat it for breakfast because it's there. If it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. I'm definitely not a moderation person. This drives me crazy. And people are like, oh, just eat what you want. Just do it in moderation. Oh, really? That's the key? Just eating in moderation? Some of us can't do that, and I am one of those people, which is why fasting is actually pretty beneficial for me. It's a literally all or nothing situation. hopefully I haven't been too whiny tonight. I'm just in a mood. I think I'm just in a weird mood. But I will keep the faith. Got 2 more days of this. Hopefully more. I guess we'll find out. We'll see. Just keep thinking of big, juicy, rare steaks and chicken wings and broccoli, cauliflower, oddly enough. I have this head of cauliflower in the fridge, which I think I'll probably just freeze. I think you can freeze that pretty easily. But I should stop talking about food. People should stop posting food pictures where I can see them. It's really the thing. That's what everyone should just do me a solid and just cut that shit out. Just no food pictures on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, which I'm not on Snapchat, but still just in solidarity. None of that. That'd be great. All right. Well, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow and I'll let you know the new weigh-in.